while since we've spent the night at sea. It actually feels pretty cool right now. Beautiful sunset. We have the code 0 flying, doing about 6.3 knots. Temperature is dropping. We already have the heater on down below. Feels great to be sailing again. We are starting our trek south today. It's getting pretty close to November, and we are leaving Camden, Maine to go to a little island called Monhegan off the coast. That'll be a nice jumping off point for tomorrow's overnight to the Cape Cod Canal. We are meeting Avalon is going to be with us. I'm going to give them a shout on the radio when we go by Rockland because they were
the crazy Aussies.
Yeah, the crazy Aussies. It's getting cold, and I am ready to take a bite of these lobster pots. cannot take a break on the helm here.
It's like you can't even go to the bathroom.
No, like you can't leave the helm for more than like 30 seconds at a clip, it feels like.
Especially when you don't have a prop cutter.
Yeah, and I don't want to get in the 51-degree water, is what the instruments say right now, so
yeah.
No good.
And it's actually pretty warm today for Maine. I don't know what it is, but we barely had to run the heater last night, which has been a first in the last few weeks, so it's just always cold on the, or colder on the water, so it definitely could be a lot worse. For October 21st, it certainly could. After our recent tow and subsequent injury, we've spent some time licking our wounds in Camden, Maine. Though we've seen some glorious weather, we've also seen some nasty stuff. And with the miles we've got ahead of us, it's good to officially be on our way.
Lovely weather, Bill!
Where we're on our way to is Monhegan Island, a nice spot to jump off for our following leg, a passage headed for Cape Cod Canal.
Avalon, Avalon, Avalon. Almost guys, 6'9". Good morning. We are just about off Rockland. You guys want to come join us out here? All right, copy that. You guys are faster anyway, so we'll see you out here. Moment of truth. We just hit a lobster pot. We're here to go tick. We had it in neutral, but the prop might have been spinning. We're clear.
Clear?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Whew. I think it closed the prop though. Did you hear that? Like, it definitely hit the shaft.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe I should start sailing or something.
Yeah.
I can get the main up. I'm just being lazy. This is like a bit too much. I don't want to get in the water now. It's freaking cold. Whew. That was a close call. Here comes the feral Aussies on our massive catamaran bearing down on us. I think this is such a pain about the sail here, the lobster pots.
Oh my God, I know.
See, Charlie's keeping watching one side and Andy on the other. Hello there, Andy boy.
Oh, g'day, mate.
How's it going? Time to go south.
Out of me.
I know, I want to go south. We hit a lobster pot, so I'm not putting my engine on right now.
Are you tangled?
No, it stopped the propeller luckily, but we were in neutral, but I heard it go clunk, so we're sailing, no engine.
So I've been down below editing most of the day with the heater on, so pretty toasty, but it's pretty foggy out here, and we had a scare earlier today, almost running over a lobster pot, so I think we're both just really ready to leave Maine. You know, Maine was great when it was great, but I think now is definitely the time to leave. Very challenging weather too. There's like a hurricane coming in a few days, so we're taking advantage of a shift in wind. That's not quite here yet. Right now the wind is actually just shifty, approaching that shift. And then tomorrow that's when we get the real change in the wind with the system that's coming through, and we're gonna hopefully make our way to and through the Cape Cod Canal. So we'll see, you just never know for sure what's gonna happen. The thing about heading south at this time of year on the East Coast where we are is that we need wind to blow from the north, which generally happens when cold fronts move through. Since those systems are often strong, we make our jumps at the tail ends of them in the hopes of catching the right amount of breeze moving in the right direction. Being in the perfect spot, for us comfort-wise, at the perfect time on the tail end of these systems, however, is easier said than done, as you'll see as we continue our trip south. Oh, it's cold.
I wonder if it's like protected enough behind this rock right now, or should I keep going south? So we're getting close to Monhegan Island. It's about a 30 or 35 mile run from where we were in Camden, and it's foggy. You can barely see the island. The swell is up out of the northwest right now, or northeast rather. I think we may go and find somewhere protected from this swell until it switches around tonight to the south, just so we're not rocking and rolling all day. We'll see though, see what we have behind some of the islands in here. I have to go closer to this little island here, so that's a little rock weird thing about going behind Duck Island. But I still see some like swell coming.
Tiny little island.
Yeah, I don't know if that's probably enough good protection.
This island doesn't have an all-weather anchorage, and based on what information we can find, it doesn't seem to be a place many stay overnight. There is a spot that will afford protection now and when the wind shifts later, but it will be a tight fit amongst the resident lobster boats.
Cold, huh? Weather's miserable. I'm done.
Time for a hot toddy.
Yes, it is miserable.
No more lobster pots. Son of a...
Yeah, the first place settled in Maine is this island. A lot of history.
They said there's probably going to be moorings available now, but research, it said it was pretty rolling and southerly there.
Yeah, it would be, but
Yeah. Not sure we can go pick up one in there.
I think we got water around in the harbor.
Yeah, I mean, I do see I'm in 90 feet of water right now. That's not really going to work, is it?
That Avalon's nice, shall I say. Alright, we go around there and just see if we can just find a spot, put it all down. Well, I'll let you guys know about that.
Looks deep.
Hello. And my buddy in the catamaran. Okay. Oh, right here, maybe.
So we are anchored now, and we are going to head over to Avalon and have a quick hot toddy with Andy and Charlie. So yeah, here we go. It's so close, but I'm not messing around in this weather. So I'm dressed like I'm gonna go sailing, and even though I have a hot drink, yeah. And I think this feels warm to Bill since he's outside all day anyway.
Yeah.
But I wish we had more time here because
It looks really cool.
It looks really cool. It has a really cool history, this island. I think it was the place where, the first place in Maine that was settled in the 1600s when the settlers first came. So a lot of history, a lot of hikes, but it's just really foggy today, which is kind of cool. Oh, I wonder if they're getting moved. I hear Andy talking to him. Really dense fog.
They have to move, you think?
How many pops you got to do?
300.
Jesus Christ.
300 a day.
That's all full of bait fish?
This is all fish, yeah.
So that's all those pursaners that we see around the place.
Yeah.
So they're out catching the bait, which then feeds the lobster industry, which then...
Yep.
How are you, Yankees fan up here?
Oh, my whole family's from New York.
Oh, I'm from Long Island, so
Oh,
I was like,
really?
I was like, you don't see many, you know, that's like sacrilegious around these parts, you know?
Yankees Giants.
That's right.
It's his first boat.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lobster pop nightmare land. Yeah. Thanks, mate. You're probably love it.
Well, today's the day. We are leaving Maine. It's about 7 in the morning. We're in this cool little town on Monhegan Island. It's kind of a bummer we can check it out. It's like an old fishing town. But it's got the engine warming up and time to go. Pretty cool.
Beautiful.
Good morning.
Good morning. Have a good passage. What an absolutely beautiful morning.
Yeah, it's so it's actually a bit warmer too. Shorts, like I have my sleeves rolled up, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be a nice day to travel. We'll see.
Yeah.
Meet me, time to go.
Goodbye, babe.
See you later. This is a pretty little island though. Crazy to think of the history too, right? Like it's like a little isolated outpost people have been living on for hundreds of years.
I know.
I bet it's like, I would have been really cool to go in town, I bet. I could go to a local bar or something, but there'll probably be crazy stories in there.
Yeah.
But
Maybe next time.
yeah, they seem friendly. We talked to the lobster guy yesterday, right?
Yeah.
They seem like friendly guys. They were interested and they circled around Andy's boat too. Like they were like, what is an
Yeah,
Australian
yeah.
catamaran doing here? So, I don't know, probably be cool. You did.
So I'm on watch right now, and I had just gone downstairs, grabbed something to eat. I was down there for just a few minutes, and we're motoring, well, motor sailing, I guess. Maine's up. So it's a pretty easy watch right now. Very far out. We haven't seen a lobster pot in hours. We're in deep water, but I was thinking to myself how quickly things can change. That's just been my experience, and sure enough, I came up, poked my head up the stairs, and this giant blanket of fog had descended in a few minutes that I was gone. And that's one of the interesting things I found about Maine, is that the fog just comes out of nowhere. It can be completely clear, and then this heavy blanket just descends from the sky and closes it in on you. And right now, I would say the visibility, I mean, I don't know, a few hundred feet, I guess. So pretty heavy. Often it seems to just roll in and roll out, so we'll see if it disappears, but just gonna check my radar. Thank God we have radar. It's a pretty balmy afternoon. It's a lot warmer than it has been. So I think we're pretty lucky. It'd be nice to be sailing, but we have to start making miles. It'll just take a week again, so yeah, pretty happy. From Monhegan Island, where we left earlier this morning, to the tip of Cape Cod Canal is about 130 nautical miles. We plan to go through the canal and anchor in Cuttyhunk, Massachusetts, which is another 25 nautical miles. We'll be spending the night at sea and are aiming to be at the mouth of the canal at sunrise tomorrow. Oh, look, they're right there!
They're tiny little cute guys.
They're so cute!
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable!
I gotta Hello, bird.
Hi, birdies.
Like a Alfred Hitchcock movie or something.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Hi. Hello, little bird. Hi, little bird.
It's been a while since we've spent the night at sea, and it actually feels pretty cool right now. Beautiful sunset. We've been motoring all day, but we finally got some sails up. We have the Code Zero flying, doing about 6.3 knots. Temperature is dropping. We already have the heater on down below, but we have 67 miles till we are at Cape Cod Canal. Making some good progress. Feels great to be sailing again. Yeah, going well. Getting hot in here. My heater's so hot in my back right now.
Oh, the heater.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little nauseous. So Bill's going to cook dinner for us tonight, and of course, we're healing a lot right now.
It always seems like the wind pipes up right around dinner time. I don't know why.
And we've talked to other sailors about this, and they've said the same thing. It's really bizarre.
It's like as soon as we're trying to relax a little bit.
So our Code Zero is not really made to go more than like 12 knots.
So we'd probably take the Code Zero down if that true wind hits 13 or 14. Just because the sail won't blow up or anything, but it'll just get too much healing for us. But right now we're boogieing along nicely.
Yeah, but we don't really need to be boogieing around nicely because
No, because we have this is a 3:58 Cape Cod Canal arrival time right now.
It's 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it in nighttime though, too.
This is my pumpkin soup that I made. And even with bacon in it, Bill's not the biggest fan, so he's gonna have some baked beans. But when I don't feel good, I need like plain foods, something like too greasy. Even though there is, as I said, a little bacon in this, it's pretty.
The sure way to reduce the wind strength is to take in a big light air sail. The sure way to increase the wind speed is to put up a light air sail, it seems like, you know? I'm like suspicious. I feel like this is the last breath of like the sun going down and the temperature differentials. And
Yeah, I know, I mean, I agree.
we'll see. We're not like crazy heeled over right now. We're not even doing 7 knots right now. So. I'm getting suspicious.
What is it blowing now?
12, it's almost up to 12, true.
Make sure those pots are locked down good.
Should I think our life's too easy and take it down to Code Zero and put up a Genoa for now? I may do that.
Okay.
That might be the more civilized thing to do.
Conservative thing.
Okay, here we go.
The motion earlier today really kind of set my seasickness in gear. So I've been nauseous all day. I have a patch on. Well, 2 half patches actually. But Bill often cooks, even if I'm not seasick, because he's just taller and he can like position himself between the steps and the stove, and he can like reach everything with his arms, so it's just easier. Definitely easier for me. I'm just holding on right now.
They are. Yum.
Where's your sense of adventure, William?
Maine killed it.
Get too old for this shit.
You're too old. Oh, shit, you're not 50 yet.
I'm 37 years old. I'm too old for this shit.
What are you saying that for? You can't be saying that.
Nothing small on this boat.
Except for Andy boy.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, little boy.
Hey, little boy.
Mum always said good shit comes in small packages.
Yeah, shit, that's right.
Thanks a fucking lot.
I'm still waiting for the good shit.
Black eye.
What are you doing? Getting bored, Charlie?
I know, that's awesome. We need a little breeze here, Andy boy.
Why is she wearing that life ring?
She's a crazy woman.
Hysterical.